sheer arrogance they wore like perfume, walking into every room like they were untouchable just because you didn't say a word. They mistook your peace for permission. They thought your silence meant surrender, but what they didn't know was you were watching the whole time, quietly calculating how deep their fall would be once their ego drove them off the cliff they built with their own lies. Now imagine this for a second, a lion pretending to sleep while the hyenas start dancing, thinking they own the jungle. That's what you did. You let them celebrate too early. You let them throw their little parade. You didn't argue. You didn't explain. You didn't defend yourself. Why?
Come on.
Because you knew something they didn't. Ego always writes checks that consequences eventually cash. They thought they had you figured out, thought they were smarter, faster, more cunning. They grinned when they thought you looked weak. But your silence, it was strategy. Your pause, precision. You were giving them enough rope, not because you wanted them to hang, but because you knew they would. That's what happens when people run on ego instead of awareness. They get sloppy, loud, predictable. You didn't lose control. You surrendered the illusion of needing to win in their game. While they were trying to impress the crowd, you were studying the script behind the curtain. You saw how badly they needed attention, how much they craved power, how desperate they were to be seen as the smartest person in the room. And so you made the one move their pride couldn't handle. You stepped back. You let them expose themselves. See, chosen one, there's a special kind of intelligence in restraint, and you mastered it. You didn't clap back because you knew karma would. You didn't fight fire with fire. You let the flames reveal who was really burning. And now, look at them, spinning, scrambling, questioning everything. They can't figure out how someone they looked down on ended up above them. But the truth is simple. You were never beneath them. You just let them believe it because their ego needed a stage to collapse on. And let's be real, they made it easy. Their need to feel superior blinded them. They couldn't even recognize your silence as power. They couldn't see the discipline it takes to say nothing, even when everything in you knows you're right. They kept poking, kept bragging,